us now study about seed. What is seed? Seed is the fertilized ovule. Seed is the fertilized ovule. Now when the ovule, after all other developments inside the ovule, we have studied about the fertilized egg, what happens to the fertilized egg, and then what happens to the endosperm. After all that, the entire ovule gets matured, and that matured ovule is called as seed. And this seed contains mainly the cotyledon. It has got cotyledon inside, and it has got seed coat. This seed coat has got two types. One is testa, that is the outer part, and the inner part is tegmen. And it will have embryo, and also it will contain reserve food material, that is nothing but the endosperm. So this is the content of seed. It's the content of seed. Now the seeds in plants may be two types. One is albuminous. They can be albuminous seeds or non-albuminous seeds. They can be albuminous seeds and non-albuminous seeds. What is the meaning of albuminous seeds? Albuminous seeds are those seeds which will have remaining endosperm. That means the endosperm which was prepared, especially in the formation of embryo, is not consumed completely by the embryo, and embryo is still remaining in the seed, and such seeds will be called as albuminous seeds. For example, for this you can think of example as coconut. We have coconut, we have castor, we have maize. So all these things we can come under albuminous seeds. Then what are non-albuminous seeds? Non-albuminous seeds are those in which the endosperm is completely consumed. And therefore, when the seed is formed, there is no endosperm left. The examples we have is pea or groundnut. So when you see in the groundnut or in the pea, when you open, there is nothing fleshy part. We have only two cotyledons to find. Whereas in maize, castor or coconut, there is something edible still. If you take maize, there will be some yellow color on top of it. Like if we have maize like this, and this will be yellow in color, and this is the remaining endosperm. Similarly, in all these seeds, there will be some whitish thing remaining, and that is the endosperm, and such seeds are called as albuminous seeds. And in those seeds in which endosperm is not there, it means completely consumed by the developing embryo, such seeds will be called as non-albuminous seeds. Apart from these, there is another thing that we need to remember, which I already told you, is perisperm. In some seeds, especially for example, we have black pepper. The nucellus part of the ovule remains. And this remaining nucellus is called as the perisperm. Perisperm is nothing but remnant nucellus. You have the spelling, sorry, you have to correct. Remnant nucellus is called as the perisperm, and this is seen in some seeds. That is at the end of the seed you will have something dried up thing, so that is called as a perisperm. So these are the things that you need to remember in seed. Second aspect in seed that we need to remember is the aspect of dormancy. Aspect of dormancy. What is this dormancy? Dormir. The word means to sleep. That is the sleep. So we can say dormancy is the period of sleeping or period of resting. Now why are we speaking about dormancy? Because the seed, after the production of seed and then before the germination, undergoes a period of dormancy, or also especially when seed faces unfavorable season, maybe scarcity of water or extreme heat, extreme cold. So these are the unfavorable seasons. So in such seasons, the seed will go for a rest, because in those seasons if it germinates, then it cannot survive. The plant will not survive, and therefore it will wait for the favorable season. So such period is called as the dormancy period. Now what happens during the dormancy? During the dormancy, except in the micropyle region, in the seed, micropyle region will be left, rest will be covered by seed coat. And then the water content of the seed will reduce. Water content will get reduced, and then the metabolic activity will be reduced to 50%. Let's say the metabolic activity of the seed will be reduced. Metabolic activity, because it has to reserve the food material, and therefore less metabolic activity will be taken place during this period. And such period of rest that is taken by the seeds is called as the dormancy. Okay, so this is another important thing that we need to remember. So just to revise, seed contains cotyledon, seed coats, embryo, and seed coat has got two parts, the outer testa and inner tegmen. And in the seeds we have two types of seeds, albuminous seeds and non-albuminous seeds. Albuminous seeds are those seeds in which endosperm is remaining. There will be remaining endosperm when the seed is formed. Example we have is castor, maize and coconut. And then we have non-albuminous seeds in which the endosperm is completely consumed. And examples are pea and groundnut. And in some plants, in the seeds, the nucellus will be remaining. The remnant nucellus in some plants is called as the perisperm. And most of the seeds undergo period of dormancy, that is a period of rest, especially to escape the unfavorable season.